So the British developed the old cantonment, what we can now call the old cantonment, in what is now Anarkali. And in 1851, this old cantonment then shifts to Miamir. And then we see the formation of a new cantonment. And then the Mall Road is then developed in accordance to the location of the Amir. And it is at this point in time, after 1858, the Crown, the British Crown, has taken over, and they launched these urban development projects outside the walled city. And then what we see is the emergence of public space or public squares, really.
Very centrally placed. It's an extremely important part of downtown Lahore. Its placement is between the educational city established by the British. So it's between the Government College Lahore, the National College of Arts, which used to be the Mayo School of Art, and Punjab University. And then there's also Islamia College on the other side of the road.
So there's also like a change in names over time for Nasir Bagh, from the bandstand garden to the municipal garden when the Lahore Museum is formed, and then its transformation and carryover into the Gol Bagh, and then from the Gol Bagh it becomes the Nasir Bagh, named after the Egyptian president.
Last year, when we started taking, we realized that Nasir Bagh no longer suddenly had these fences that had covered it and made it a little bit inaccessible. So we decided to take our students for landscaping classes over there. When we walked in, we discovered that suddenly Nasir Bagh had been through some massive kind of renovation, and something was happening, but we weren't sure what. A couple of months later, we discovered that there was a gallery that had been established, and that there was an underground barrack that nobody had known about for the longest time. I mean, nobody except for possibly the civil defense people and then the PHA. And I think it was a fantastic idea as an art teacher and as an artist, as someone who believes that art can really bring about change in society.
आपको पता है कि ज़िंदा कौमें जो हैं वो अपने जज्बात की तर्जुमानी जो है हमेशा आर्ट के ज़रिए करती हैं, और आपको पता है कि कौमें मिट चुकी हैं, ख़त्म हो चुकी हैं, लेकिन जो उनका आर्ट वर्क है वो अभी ज़िंदा है, और वो कौमें उस आर्ट वर्क के ज़रिए ज़िंदा है। बैरक्स का आइडिया जो है वो इनिशली उस वक्त हमारे माइंड में आया कि जब ये एक अबंडेंट सा सेटअप हमने नासिर बाग में देखा, तो मैं और मेरी जो एनसीए की टीम थी वो हम विज़िट कर रहे थे। तो ऑब्जेक्टिव यही था कि ये जो हमारे पार्क्स हैं, लाहौर जो है वो आपको पता है बागों के हवाले से, पार्क्स के हवाले से पहचाना जाता है। तो हम ऑब्जेक्टिव यही था कि ये हमारे पार्क जो है ये एपी सेंटर बन जाएं कल्चर का, एक्टिविटी का। तो ये हमने कोशिश की और एक्चुअली इट बिकेम एपी सेंटर ऑफ कल्चरल एक्टिविटी।
I still remember when Imran Ahmad took me to Nasir Bagh and he wanted to show me what he's doing there, and I was totally surprised to see this abundant military barracks in the city center, and we never saw it before, and I was totally surprised, and they wanted to transform it into an art gallery, which was such an exciting idea, and I got so much excited and I was happy to exhibit my work over there, because it was not like a conventional art gallery like a space. It was totally different, and it was more like a project space.
The best part of the project is that they have given us the permission to evolve an abandoned space, which was quite a unique space in itself. And the challenges what we have faced during the revamp of this space was kind of those challenges which we don't encounter every day.
In 2023, I have been called by PHA office and have asked to visit a site in the Nasir Bagh. The site was a dungeon where there was no electricity, and only you can find some broken furniture in the area. It was so full of smell, and when I have turned on my mobile light, I can see termite and seepages everywhere in the space. Because as it was down in the basement under the park, and it was used to be a civil defense office. To change it into an art museum is quite a challenging task. I have started developing the drawings and designed the whole space according to the museum specifications, and got approved by the authorities and have started revamping the whole space. It took us nearly 3 months to revamp the whole space, where we have introduced some new materials as epoxy flooring for the whole space, and the Barisol lights, which gives an experience and enhance the whole ambience of the museum space.
What I have gone through over the span of 2 months, it gave us so much challenges, and luckily when we have finished the space revamping, the first thing and the crucial thing was who should we ask to showcase their work at the barracks. And luckily Sir Imran Qureshi, who is renowned worldwide, accepted our proposal, and he did his first inaugural show at the Barracks Art Museum.
So I kept going there, and I was thinking about how to make new works for this exhibition, keeping in mind the flow of audience and how you will walk through it. And I wanted to create a certain narrative, and so the gallery has 5 spaces, and I wanted to make each space as a complete solo project, but still they are connected with each other. So I'm talking about the same thing in all 5 spaces, but in a totally different visual experience.
फर्स्ट जो है कि हमने एग्ज़िबिशन यहाँ पे ऑर्गेनाइज़ की, तो जो पार्टिसिपेशन थी मैक्सिमम थी, बहुत अच्छी थी, और उससे जो है कि बड़ी इंकरेजमेंट मिली.
It's more like a project space, and one has to be very intelligent while exhibiting your art in this space. So the way I curated my own show was very unconventional way of showing paintings or miniatures or videos or site-specific installation in any of the art gallery or art museum. So, and it was very successful. It was well received, not only by the people from art scene, but also the common people. The amount of common people we received during these 3-4 months of my exhibition was totally amazing.
Another important factor, luckily we have catered so many ambassadors from different embassies, and the art collectors as well, who traveled all the way from abroad, and they came especially to see the barracks.
वो जो गैप है एक जो इतने सालों से हम देखते आ रहे हैं, एज एन आर्टिस्ट हम खुद भी उस चीज़ को फेस करते हैं कि हमारा काम जनरल पब्लिक तक नहीं जा पाता है. सो उस गैप को कवर अप करने के लिए ये एक स्पेस क्रिएट की गई थी. ये लॉयर्स आते हैं, वो वॉक करते हुए लोग आ रहे होते हैं, क्योंकि नासिर बाग इटसेल्फ एक पिकनिक पॉइंट भी है. ये इटसेल्फ ये स्पेस जो है अभी वो कनेक्ट कर रही है आर्टिस्ट को, सिटी को और जनरल पब्लिक को.
I think that having a gallery that is open to the public, of having the kind of people we had come to see artwork at the gallery and the museum from all walks of life. People who would not be entering gallery spaces otherwise, who are intimidated or feel that they will not understand, somehow feel that this space is open to them.
मैं जब जाता हूँ तो काफ़ी सारे स्टूडेंट जो है इवनिंग में, मॉर्निंग में, जो नून में जो है कि यहाँ पे बैठे कोई स्टडी कर रहा होता है, कोई पेंटिंग कर रहा होता है। और मुझे ये देख के यकीनन जो है कि एक राहत मिलती है कि हमारा जो ये इनिशिएटिव था, इनिशली जो है कि वो हमने इसको एक चैलेंज के तौर पे लिया था और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम इसमें सरखरू हुए हैं और काफ़ी बेहतरी जो है कि इसमें आई है।
The exciting thing is that it's going to be like a very important educational space as well, to tell or to teach common people about the importance of art. So I think it's a very something which we all should be proud of.
By having these barracks that were unknown being converted into a space that was open to the public and is now one of the most state-of-the-art gallery spaces in the country.
We wanted to showcase some exhibitions from internationally acclaimed artists and our national artists who are really doing some good work, not only nationally, worldwide as well. So we were really lucky in that way to establish the whole schedule and reaching out to the different people from different genre, and overall that really helped us a lot.